It felt every bit as easy as it looked, Ciara Mageean softly nailing her place in the European 1,500 meters final, and keeping it seemed plenty in reserve too. Sunday's final showdown back inside the Berlin Olympiastadion, 7 p.m. Irish time, will likely be faster, tougher and naturally more tactical, but Mageean also feels and looks prepared for whatever that final throws at her. Barr was back on the track too, some 16 hours after his bronze medal heroics in the 400 meters hurdles, assisting the Irish 4x400 meters relay team in their quest for another final. Barr anchored the quartet, with Chris O'Donnell, Brendan Ray and Leon Reed, and together they finished fifth in the season best of 3 minutes 6 seconds and 55 milliseconds, not enough to qualify, however. They ended up 11th overall, the top 8 progressing, Reed clocking an excellent 46.1 on his leg. Phil Healy did earn herself another run, progressing from her 200 meters heat into the semi-finals later this Friday evening, 6:55 p.m. Irish time, drawn in lane 6. She'll have defending champion Daphne Shippers for company, and will likely need to improve on her Irish record of 22.99 to qualify. Absolutely more comfortable at that, said Healy, who took third in her heat in 23.34. The 100 meters is more fun for us, if anything, and the starting blocks wouldn't be top of our agenda at training, working on more 400 meters stuff. But it's a European 200 meters semi-final, and I feel there is more there. I'll give it my all again. On a little cooler of a morning, Mageean ran the perfect race, finishing second to Britain's gold medal favourite Laura Muir, who took the final in 4 minutes 9 seconds and 12 milliseconds. Mageean right on her heels in 4 minutes 9 seconds and 35 milliseconds, and again feeling and looking like the athlete who won bronze in this distance in the 2016 European Championships in Amsterdam. The hardest part of the morning's effort, it seemed, was coming through to the mixed zone, where Mageean had to briefly excuse herself. "Sorry, I just didn't want to throw up on your shoes," she says politely, after promptly returning. "Yeah, it felt good, a bit choppy at times, but then everyone is trying to hold their position, and comfortable, yeah, and it gives me confidence for the final. I came out to get the big Q next to my name, so job done. My only tactic and instruction was to qualify, and to finish as far up as I could. I didn't want to be sitting there worrying about a fastest loser spot, so I knew what I had to do, and my aim was top 3 really, so all boxes ticked. Time now," she said, to draw on that experience of Amsterdam and beyond, of course. And I think less so for the racing experience, because you practice that all the time, but more so all the lead up to, knowing that I've been here and done that, and dealt with all these nerves before, and come out on top. And maybe give myself some credit for that I've done the work, and I'm ready for it. And the race is the easy part, because you've done the work, and once you step on the track and the gun goes, that's when you feel most comfortable. Dealing with the nerves and all the little voices in the head is the tough part, but I can take confidence from all the championships we've done before. And with such a young team here, all the talk about all the newcomers on the senior panel, it makes me feel old, and also makes me realize how much experience I have at these championships, so time to draw on all of that in the final. I've done a lot of strength work too, and speed is easy once you've got the strength to utilize it at the end. Coming strong is the main thing, especially in the last little kick. And with that strength and speed, it seems her confidence has also come back. I know some people think I've had a rough few years. I had a bad season last year. Most people forget that athletes are not robots, and constantly improving every year is not easy. Everyone has a wobble, but I'm not taking that as dent in me as an athlete. Everybody tells me that class is permanent. So I'm going to go out there and show that class that I have. And growing up in Potiphary playing camogie, I'm tough, and put in a hell of a lot of training over the last few years, and that should stand to me. No such joy for either Kerry O'Flaherty or Michelle Finn in their heat of the 3,000 meters steeplechase, both finishing at the very back of the field, and both outside 10 minutes, O'Flaherty clocking 10 minutes 9 seconds and 81 milliseconds, and Finn 10 minutes 10 seconds and 93 milliseconds. the young Irish women's 4x400 quartet of Sinead Denny, Devontra Patterson, only 17, Sophie Becker and Claire Mooney finished their heat in 8th, their 3 minutes 35 seconds and 96 milliseconds, also a season best.